Welcome to Safe Again, a mind, body, soul reset for the low self-esteem tired. Module 4, the inner critic who never takes a day off. Thank you for being here. We'll be starting on time. My name's Julie and I'll be guiding you through today's module. If you have any questions, feel free to hold on to them. I'll make time for them at the end. This is a safe space, so do whatever makes you feel comfortable. You can leave your camera on or off, sip some water, stretch, take a break if needed. No pressure, just take what you need. As a wise woman once said, you've been criticizing yourself for years and it hasn't worked. Try approving of yourself and see what happens. Low self-esteem doesn't show up all at once. It creeps in quietly through doubts, comparisons, criticism, and old wounds, so we're never really ours to carry. It can live in our posture, in our voice, and even how we breathe, and still you showed up, and that's powerful. Today we're going to explore the mind-body signals that come with low self-worth and practice calming techniques to rewire those responses. You don't have to believe everything you think about yourself. You're allowed to rewrite the story. Let's begin. Module 4, the inner critic who never takes a day off. Once upon a time, there was a woman named Lena who was brilliant, kind, deeply exhausted. Not from the world, though that certainly played a part, but from the voice inside her head, a voice she had known for long. It almost felt like her own. You're too much. You're not enough. You should have known better. You're falling behind. You're so awkward. Why did you say that? It didn't matter how kind she was to others or how many degrees, promotions or compliments she earned. That voice was always one step of her healing, ready with a sharp opinion, a whispered warning, a reminder that she was somehow wrong, broken or lacking. And this voice, it never took a day off. It showed up when she was trying clothes on in the fitting room. It showed up after she sent an email. It showed up before she even opened her eyes in the morning. Lena didn't remember when the voice first moved in. Maybe it sounded like a parent once, maybe a teacher, maybe a mean kid at school, maybe it had just grown from the silence, filling in the blanks no one ever helped her understand. But one day, sitting in a quiet room with people who understood, Lena learned something new. That inner critic wasn't actually trying to destroy her, it was trying to protect her. Clumsily, harshly, but protectively. It was afraid that if she softened, she would get hurt. That if she stopped trying so hard, she'll be rejected. That if she felt good about herself, she'd let her guard down and something terrible would happen. But the truth was, she wasn't in danger anymore. She didn't need that voice on full volume all day long. She needed kindness. She needed rest. She needed her own voice, clear, calm, compassionate. And that's what we're about to practice today. Not silencing the inner critic with force, not arguing with it until we're blue in the face, but noticing it with new eyes, learning its patterns, softening its grip, and just maybe replacing it with something wiser. You're not your inner critic, you're the one listening. Let's begin. Why am I even talking to you about this? Because low self-esteem lives in the body. It's not just a belief, it's a felt experience. Maybe your shoulders hunch. Maybe you avoid eye contact. Maybe your stomach twists before you speak. Low self-esteem doesn't just show up in thoughts, it shapes how you move through the world. And this course helps you gently interrupt those signals and create space for a different story. Because self-doubt is draining. Questioning yourself constantly, second-guessing every choice, filtering every word, it's exhausting. When your inner critic runs the show, it steals your energy, dims your light. We're here to help you turn the volume down on that voice and start trusting yourself again. Because you deserve to feel enough. Somewhere along the way you learned you had to earn your worth, that you had to hustle for acceptance, shrink to fit, or stay quiet to be safe. But here's the truth, your worth isn't up for debate. This course is about remembering who you are, beyond the self-judgment, beyond the fear, and giving yourself permission to feel whole. Let's begin to shift to that. About me, I'm Julie, a certified clinical hypnotherapist, a master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming, and a life coach. I specialize in working with the mind and subconscious mind to help you unlock your true potential. Let's start here. Your subconscious mind is running in the background all day, every day, and right now, without you even thinking about it. Your body's breathing, blinking, processing food, keeping you alive on autopilot. But it's not just physical. The subconscious also picks up on emotional patterns, stress responses, and habits of self-worth, especially the ones you repeat. Now imagine this, you start focusing every day on something small. Maybe it's someone on TikTok who seems to have their life together. Maybe it's a group chat you never feel cool enough to speak in. Or the way someone looks at you in class and suddenly your brain fills in the blanks with, they probably think I'm weird. You don't even have to realize it at first, but your nervous system does. Your shoulders tighten, your jaw clenches, you scroll longer, you overthink what you said, you replay it at night. You don't feel better, you feel smaller. That's not low self-esteem, that's your body and mind struggling with self-regulation. Because here's what happens, your thoughts trigger feelings, your feelings trigger body reactions, your body reactions make it harder to stay grounded. Poor self-regulation means you're constantly bouncing between emotional spikes and crashes, overthinking, pleasing people, snapping at yourself, spiraling over minor things, and never quite feeling safe in your own skin. You might avoid situations or freeze up. You might overcompensate or stay silent. You might apologize when you haven't done anything wrong. It's not your fault. It's a learned pattern. And the more it repeats, the more your nervous system wires it as normal. But here's the thing, your body isn't broken, your mind isn't failing, you're just stuck in survival mode. The good news, self-regulation is a skill, and it can be learned through self-awareness, gentle practice, and techniques like hypnosis and nervous system work. We can begin to calm that inner storm. You can build new patterns that support confidence, steadiness, and real emotional safety. Let's try turning down the inner critic, and neuro-linguistic programming technique. That voice in your head that says, you're not good enough, you'll never get it right, they'll probably be judging you. We call that the inner critic. It's loud, it's dramatic, and it never seems to take a day off. But here's the truth, that voice is not you, it's just a pattern. And in NLP, we use simple techniques to shift that pattern so it stops running the show. Here's a short exercise you can try right now. Bring up a recent critical thought. Maybe something like, I looked awkward in that photo, or I always mess things up. Just one sentence, no need to dwell on it, just bring it into your mind. Notice what it sounds like. Does it have a certain tone? Is it fast or slow? Where in your head do you hear it? In the right, left, front, back? Just be curious, not judgmental. Now start to change it, play with it, slow it down to half speed. Make the voice sound like a cartoon character or a sleepy robot. Move it out of your head. Imagine it coming from a distant speaker. Turn the volume dial down to a whisper or all the way off. Most people start laughing or feeling lighter at this point. That's the power of disidentifying from the critic, because once it sounds ridiculous, it loses its power. You've just started to teach your brain, this voice doesn't run my life anymore. I choose what I believe. The more you do this, even if it's just for 10 seconds at a time, the easier it gets. You create space between you and the critic. And in that space, you find your real voice, the one that's kind, strong, and actually on your side. Recognizing the low self-esteem pattern online and offline. Low self-esteem often follows predictable patterns that affect how we perceive ourselves and interact with others. These patterns aren't limited to our in-person relationships. They also carry on into our online lives, where social media can amplify feelings of inadequacy, comparison, and self-doubt. Whether in face-to-face interactions or through digital screen, the underlying psychological mechanisms remain the same. On social media, these patterns are often intensified by constant comparison to others, the pressure to curate a perfect image, the vulnerability of public judgment. However, the same factors that contribute to low self-esteem offline can surface online as well. Recognizing these reoccurring patterns is the first step towards breaking the cycle and improving both your online and offline self-image. I find it difficult to express myself clearly online or in social situations that reinforce my feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. I struggle to identify actionable steps to improve my self-esteem, leaving me feeling overwhelmed and stuck. I have long identified myself as incapable, and this belief has persisted without change over time. I constantly focus on my perceived flaws, overlooking my strengths or positive attributes. Negative emotions such as shame, guilt, color my perception of both myself and my interactions on social media. I often dwell on past mistakes, perceived failures, which contribute to my feelings of worthlessness or inadequacy. I tend to avoid social situations, online engagements, or activities where I might be judged, reinforcing my low self-worth. My anxiety leads to constant self-doubt, especially in situations where I feel vulnerable or exposed, whether online or in person. Quietening the voice of self-doubt. Before we wrap up, I'd love to invite you on a short guided hypnosis session. You don't have to close your eyes unless it feels right. Just allow yourself to tune out the outside world for a moment and gently turn inward. If you're not quite ready for this or it's not your thing, that's completely okay too. Just listening with an open heart can still be powerful. This track is called The Inner Critic, Quietening the Voice of Self-Doubt. It's designed to softly remind your nervous system that it's okay to relax. You're worthy of love and kindness. Your value is not defined by your self-doubt. Healing and growth are already in motion. The future is filled with possibility. So if you're in, let's begin. Find a comfortable position, whether it's sitting or lying down, and allow your body to just settle in a supportive position. There's no rush. Take your time. Now gently bring your attention to your breath. Take a deep breath in and then let it go. Perfect. Feel the release of the breath, allowing your body to soften as you continue to breathe slowly. Notice a gentle rise and fall of your chest with each breath. With every inhale, you're breathing in peace. With each exhale, you're letting go. And allow your breath to settle into a natural rhythm now. With each breath, become more and more relaxed. Now bring your focus to the top of your head. Imagine a wave of relaxation to the tips of your toes, moving through your forehead. Allow your brow to smooth. Feel the relaxation moving into your eyes, your cheek, your jaw, softening, loosening, releasing. The wave moves down your neck, shoulders. Let go of the weight you've been carrying. Feel your shoulders drop, your neck become light, your body sink deeper into relaxation. Allow this wave of calm to move down all the way to the tips of your fingers as it continues. Feel this warmth, soothing relaxation traveling through your torso. Feel your hips and your legs as it moves all the way down to the tips of your toes. Perfect. Now in this peaceful state, I'd like you to imagine a quiet space inside your mind. It's a place where you feel completely safe, calm, and at peace. And in this space, there's no judgment, no pressure. Here you're free to simply be. You are enough, just as you are. And in this space, you can hear the voice of your inner critic. It might sound like doubt or worry, whispering to you that you're not good enough. Maybe it sounds dumb, but you're not choosing those thoughts. You're just the observer. You are the one who can choose what you listen to or to let it go. And in this moment, you can choose to release the power of that inner critic. Imagine that inner voice, that voice of self-doubt becoming softer and softer. With every breath you take, feel its power begin to diminish as you breathe deeply in and out. With each breath you realize this voice is not who you are. It's simply a voice that's been allowed to speak to you for far too long. but it no longer has control. Now picture that inner critic becoming smaller until it's a mere whisper, so distant you can barely hear it. Feel that sense of relief, as if a heavy weight has lifted from your shoulders. Now, in the silence of your mind, you hear your true voice. It's calm, it's compassionate, it's full of love and acceptance. You hear these words echoing in your mind. I am worthy. I am enough. I'm deserving of love, kindness, and peace. Feel these words settling deep into your heart, your soul, your every being. Let them resonate within you. You feel the warmth, the light. Now imagine your self-esteem as beautiful, glowing light within you. This light has always been there, but sometimes it's been hidden by the weight of self-doubt and negative thoughts. As you continue to breathe deeply, see this light growing stronger, brighter, more powerful with every breath. This light is your true self, your worth, your potential, your beauty. It shines brightly and there's nothing that can dim it. Allow this light to fill every corner of your being. Feel it radiating outward, touching every cell, every thought, every part of you. You are light. You are worthy, and with every breath you become more and more aligned with this light. You are learning to trust yourself. You're learning to embrace who you truly are. And in a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and with each number you'll feel more awake, more alert, more confident in your true self. 1, gently bringing your awareness back. 2, feeling the warmth of the strength within you. 3, becoming ready to embrace the world with confidence. 4, taking a deep, refreshing breath in. 5, open your eyes, fully awake, carrying with you the knowledge that you're always enough. Take a moment just to be with yourself, knowing that you're worthy of all the love, kindness, and respect you give to others. This is the beginning of a new chapter where you embrace your true worth and dim down that voice of self-doubt once and for all. Thank you for being fully present and opening yourself up today. As you may already feel, this hypnosis session has gently guided you to a space of deep inner calm and healing. Having already experienced that shift, we mark the completion of Module 4, the inner critic who never takes a day off. I'm so excited to continue this journey with you. Over the next few days, we'll explore a series of 5 transformative modules designed to deepen your healing and empower your inner self. Module 1, why do I still feel this way? Module 2, old stories that still run the show. Module 3, when one bad thing feels like everything. Module 4, the inner critic who never takes a day off. Module 5, avoiding things doesn't mean you're lazy. Each module builds on the progress we've made today, and while you still might carry the subtle echoes of the hypnotic state, know that these sessions will guide you further into healing, helping you understand, release, and ultimately transform the challenges you face. Thank you for taking this courageous step. I honor your willingness to show up for yourself, and I'm truly grateful to walk alongside you on this sacred journey of growth, healing, and empowerment. The path ahead is one of deep transformation, and I can't wait to see the beautiful unfolding of your soul.